Buddhism is one of the fastest growing religions in the world and is the dominant religion of Thailand. Though I am not a religious person, I agree with the fundamental precepts of Buddhism and the notion of the non-self. I'm not sure if my outlook skirts close to Sam Harris, the author and prominent atheist who has written on the subject of the non-self, and I'm not sure what the differences of his notion are as compared to the Buddhist notion when you strip away any of the religious elements. He has offered extensive thoughts on his own version of the non-self concept, though I don't really want to wax philosophical on it, as I may just spiral into a semantic game of sorts. In other words, I'm neither qualified enough nor brave enough to take on such esoteric matters right now. Suffice it to say, I find a lot to appreciate about the religion, even if I'm not a Buddhist myself. Thais practice Theravada Buddhism. To say that this is a pure form of the Hinayana version of Buddhism would be getting only part of the story. Though Thais are officially Theravadan Buddhist, temples are rife with symbols and also practices that reflect a cultural take on the religion. In other words, an infiltration of local animist beliefs, fortune-telling, wish sticks, prayers for good luck, and offerings for improved karma are everywhere. And the Buddha himself would have likely lectured against this. He called fortune-telling the dark arts and essentially likened it to wishful thinking. It is action that begets results, he would have said, and did say. I love the Buddhist quote, "You will be judged not for your words, but your actions. You may have the heart of gold, but so does an egg." In other words, stop wishing and hoping that shamans will show you the way. Pave the way yourself. But I digress. The way to this temple, see what I did there? Look, I'm not known for elegant finessing and smooth transitions here. I'm more like a bull in a china shop that way. The way to this temple is on Maliwan Rd or Highway 12 towards the west by about 25 minutes of Khon. The map location will be posted here and in the comments section. If anyone can get me further information on this temple, I would be greatly appreciative. A Google search brings up other temples that are more famous by the same name or similar names, and even when I'm using transliteration from English or if I'm using the Thai names or the Thai lettering, I still get the same results. The grounds here aren't exactly sprawling, but they are beautiful and wooded. The temple is small but striking. The chedi is a good-sized chedi, not massive, but nothing to scoff at. And there is a shrine inside. I didn't know it was opened or closed, but I was wearing a printed t-shirt with a Thai demon on it, and I felt it inappropriate to, go in there. Look, I don't want to go to hell in every religion.
Dog-sided stuff!
There is a community center that appears to be large, and I must have counted well over 10 monks on the premises, and plenty of custodial staff cleaning the area and prepping for what looked like an event that was coming up or a seminar of some kind. Additionally, there were several locals hanging out on the grounds, taking naps, having picnics, and just relaxing. It felt like a park instead of a temple. Now, this is not a tourist temple per se. It's a local temple, but apparently it's well known in the area. Locals seem to all know of it and speak highly of it. I saw a post online, it was in Thai, but it said that this was an auspicious place or a place of good luck. Other than that, I know almost nothing about the place. So again, if you have information, I would appreciate it. Wat Pa Aphaiwan. It's places like this that make living here so unique and improves one's quality of life regardless of the religious beliefs. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I love you, I appreciate you, and I wish you all the best in life. See you next time.